don't see the trap yet. A view from the other end of the evaporator. Get their attention. Put this mirror right here. Yeah. Holy moly. I'll be slaying the beaver. That thing is huge. That's my hand up to the tail. Here we go. Welcome to the Beaver Retriever channel, where I bring you along trapping and show you my lifestyle. Today we're gonna hop on the snowmobile and go try to pull some traps. I got a couple of flowages set up out behind my parents' house, and we're gonna go try to get them off the ice right now, because the ice is not probably gonna be safe. So yeah, that snow is getting pretty soft today, so definitely just gonna walk from here. Yep, here's spot number one. Nothing in set one. Oh well. So now we got a cone bed down below there, set up here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got a beaver. Yep. We got, I think it's a beaver. Could be an otter. Yep, no, we got a beaver. Nice, that's number 84 right there. Yep, that set worked. Nice. That's an okay sized beaver. Nice. Oh, my stand fell off of it. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I'd like to scoop around and try to find my stand. That sucks. Try to reach down in there and get it. Feel around for it. Probably gonna get wet. Oh, we got it. Nice. Yep, the stand right here. Nice. No, that wasn't wired off very good. We'll have to make sure to keep that wired off better. Just drag that beaver right behind me like this. We should be good. So we're gonna drop him off the snowmobile, and then we'll go walk over and check that other one. All right, let's go over to that other bog and see if we got something there. Yeah, look at this old beaver dam. That's an old beaver dam. Never seen that one active. Trapped this place a few times over the years. It's always been their new dams here. Yeah, there's the beaver house right there. So I've caught 3 here in the last week or so. Alright, moment of truth. Oh, my sticks are all knocked down. So we must have something. I don't see anything yet. Where the hell's my trap? I don't see the trap yet. So it looks like, oh, there's the wire. Oh, there's the trap. Oh, I got something. Little beaver. Yep, I got a little itty bitty beaver. This is beaver number 85. Just a little one. We'll probably just skin these tomorrow. Gotta go work at the sugar shack for the rest of the day, so let's go start setting up for making syrup. Alright, we're down here to the sugar shack. So this is mine and my father's operation. Been doing this all my life. We used to make syrup inside this shack, and then we upgraded 3 years ago or so to this one. Still have to finish it. So this is how much we got to boil. We got it's probably 85-90 gallons roughly. This is our setup inside here. A couple of these pans here. It takes quite a bit to fill these pans. Well, don't fill them, but put so much into them. But right now I'm going to put water into this pan. I'm going to flip this pan over. The pans I bought for this stove are just too short, so I filled in the gap back here with this pan here, which is our old evaporator pan from our old school setup. So I'm going to flip that over and put water in that. That's our cleaning tank, is what we use it for. Yeah. Undo the cover if we can. Yeah. Well, I gotta level it out. It's kind of settled to this side over here, so. Whoa. Yeah. Bring this down until it's tight. Yeah, I brought some birch bark. Burn. I sell this stuff. Tried to sell this stuff. Haven't been selling much of it lately. Put a bunch of that on, throw some little kindling stuff on, and get this all ready. So once we get it all set up to run, we light it and sit back. Yeah, all I have to do is light a match, and away it goes. So this is our setup for previous of the one we got now. Is this was an old oil drum cut down, it was flipped up. And that pan we just put water on would set right here. And then we'd put another pan up here for preheating. So that way we could dump that warmer stuff into this one. And so that way we don't lose our boil so much in the pan that was down here. 1-inch pump all hooked up. That's how we pump from that tank up to that tank. And it's gravity fed down into our back pan, goes through the process, and once it hits the right temperature right here, I'm able to pour her off, and I have a hydrometer and stuff and test it. Yeah, we're filling her up now. We just got it all pumped upstairs. Comes in right here. So, it comes back out right there. In a few minutes, we'll be lighting her up. Yeah. Get some of that birch bark rolling in there. Be boiling before you know it. Boiling already. Boiling in the front pan now. Been boiling for a while. Foaming again. Major foaming today. We've got defoamer put right on it. Gets the foam away instantly. Not a little much. I'll show you a view from the other end of the evaporator. That's pretty cool looking. That is. Nice. How far the flame travels this way. This flame coming almost all the way to the back there. The old man's the pump guy. Pump it up there. Alright, so we got all the trees tapped out back here. That's where this all starts from. Comes down the lines from the trees. We got lines all from all the trees coming down to this tank. I got a big main line coming in. That's got probably a couple hundred taps on it. And then we got a few close lines here that come into this tank. And from there we pump, using that pump, we pump upstairs. Once it's upstairs, it comes down this line right here. And then goes through the hood here onto the other side. Comes out here, goes down here to a float, which that way we can adjust our levels in the pans. And from there it comes out this tube right here. There's a tube, comes out here, and then it goes through the slats in this back pan that way, back around, and then it comes out on the other side. And it comes out right here on this float, which this float adjustment is for this pan. And then it goes all, comes in there, goes through this way, all down through there. And then eventually when it's the right temperature, I can pour off syrup from this end, which we're just like making one big batch up here at a time. And we pour it off, and as we let out some, the float will let loose and let it all fill back up. And then we'll just make a bunch, and then we finish it off. So we just transferred all the previous years onto this cabinet. Well, I've taken track of this since 2016. So that's all with our old evaporator, all the way up to, we got a new evaporator. Oh, in 2021 we got a new evaporator, one we're using now. But yeah, now we got it all written down, so that's pretty cool. All done for today. We're all finished up. Didn't make no syrup at the end of it, just kind of like prime the system. That's getting pretty dark, so next time we make syrup we'll be pouring off right here, and probably make 2, 3, 4 gallons next time. So now we're just gonna sit here and babysit it for another half hour or so and call it a day. All right, first boil's in the books, so probably hopefully by the end of this week we'll be making some syrup. So I've been trying something new with mirrors. I've been putting mirrors out there at my bait piles and just places where I can get critters to look at the mirror, and I put a game camera on it and see how they react. So I've gotten some pretty funny footage of some ravens in this mirror right here. We're gonna go down out through the woods here and set this bait pile up, hopefully in a wooded area to keep the birds from seeing it. Alright, we're gonna try to dump this off right here. See how this goes. Like this. That'll get their attention. Put this mirror right here, right next to this pile. So hopefully if something sees it, they'll attack it or do something. Got the camera set up right here. Bait pile right there, mirror right there. Hopefully something comes in here. Maybe might put a little more brush right there, just trying to keep them so they come in right in front of that mirror. So today I'm getting stuff ready for spring beaver trapping. I'm painting all my stuff here. Paint my trap setters. Paint the handles of these yellow. Ooh, I'm gonna paint that too, so I can see everything. If I drop it, I want to be able to see it. Today we're going to take some beavers off the boards and get some boards ready. We're spring trapping's right around the corner, where I need as many boards ready to be drying beaver. It's like a battle trying to dry beaver in the springtime. Catch so many of them. So here's probably the easiest step of putting up beaver. Just pulling nails out, throw them right on the hide, and then I can put them in the container once I'm done. There, genuine beaver. Dump them right in there. We do both sides of the boards. There's another beaver. There. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boards ready for beaver. So we still have 1, 2, 3 out there I'm going to bring in right now, and have a big batch I did on last Saturday. I got 10 pelts right there that I just did. Yeah, so today me and Boss are out checking on ice jams. Pretty cool to do in the springtime. No ice up here, so somewhere downriver there's an ice jam. So we're gonna keep following the road over right there that we're gonna follow down and see if we can't find the ice jam. Well, still no ice. Found the ice. Yep, definitely a bunch of ice out there. We're gonna drive around to the other side and go check it out. It's pretty cool, look at that. A Lots of ice. So this is an old covered bridge right here. Once was an old covered bridge. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's cool where the water's like boiling underneath all this ice and coming out right there. Yeah, this section right here used to be a covered bridge. Used to be a big old building on this thing back in the early 1900s. It hasn't been since. I think it burnt down and just got discontinued. Now that bridge we went over a minute ago looking up the river is right there. So that's the new way across the river. But look at the ice out there. Holy moly. Alright, that's pretty cool to see. So now we're going to try to go down river and see if we can see anything else. Yeah, I love checking on ice jams every spring. Just when you know spring is here, ice is breaking up. I just want to see one move. Like actually watch the ice go out. I don't see no ice jam here. Water level's wicked high, but no ice jam. Ice just hasn't broke up on the river yet. It's close. So you can see where the floodwaters are. All where that ice is where the actual river has been and froze. And you get all this that's open water, and that's just because it's high. Yep, so the major ice jam is up where we just were. So that was pretty cool to see. It won't be long, that'll break up. It's all water above it coming into it. Nice. So today I'm going to try to process these two beaver, but first I want to process a beaver tail from a 61-pound beaver I caught, a couple weeks ago now, a few weeks ago now. So we're going to skin that beaver tail, and then we're going to take the flesh out of it. Then we'll nail it off to this board, let it dry. So I done this years ago. I skinned out a bunch. I actually still haven't, didn't do anything with them. I probably still can do something with them. They're all dry, just leather, so. But this one I'm actually gonna get done. We're gonna try to skin this, let it dry, and then we'll tan it and make a wallet. I've always been wanting a beaver tail wallet. And that'll be out of one of the biggest beaver I've ever caught. Getting there. This end is really tough. There is not, it's still thin right there. Keep pulling the fat off. Yeah, that's one half. Now we gotta do the other half. See, they come up pretty good. So hopefully that'll be a nice tail wallet. Yeah, number 2 done. We're gonna get this nailed right out. Put one right there. Yeah. Genuine beaver tail, all ready to dry. We'll let these dry for 4 or 5 days, and then we'll start the salting process. Hammer right through them. Try to be all caught up, because we're out setting traps later today, so I want to be ready for catching more. All right, we're gonna get the flushing these out. I'm completely on the boards here. So. We're going to do the little one first. These little ones go nice and easy. Use the dull side for the whole thing. There's 2 sides to these flushing knives, the sharp side and the dull side. The little ones, you just use the dull side the whole way. Alright, we got them 2 flushed out, so we're going to start by putting the little one right on the board. That one's an extra small. I want to be a cowboy hat someday. When we say hatters, that's what we mean by hatter pelts, is they're made into cowboy hats. They able to separate the underfur and press it into felt, makes felt. Some expensive cowboy hats is what drove up our beaver price last 2 years. Kevin Costner wears a cowboy hat in some show, Yellowstone, which made them sell more cowboy hats, which are made out of beaver fur, which made our market go through the roof. Actually, the price tripled. A couple years ago, the price tripled. It's going back down now. Too many people trapping them with the price that high. It got flooded the market fast. we got that one done. That's the big one, so we're all done with it. Alright, get down to the first spot I want to try to set up. Still high water, but something close to home. I can check it every day and just keep moving the trap. Just got the itch. I want to get the spring trapping. Still high water and ice. You're on a foothold in one of these spots. I'm gonna look and see which spot was better. That spot looks pretty good and that spot looks pretty good, but I want to see which one will be better when the water level drops. Where would be the best spot for my trap to keep going further out and still be where I want it. Trap set. I don't set it with my feet, which is fine. And today's weight is just a router, brake router, and a whole window weight I tied into it. The router itself is not enough. So what we're gonna do is toss that right out right there. Cast around. It's all homemade caster lure. Cut up scent glands from the beaver. Well, here's my spot, but I don't know. It's been wasn't so deep last year. Like the past year's water flow has carved that out deeper right there. I still can set something. I'm gonna do what I call the swinging set. I'm gonna put trap on one of these poles I just brought over, like this pole here. Alright, that's what I was talking about. Just it's on a pole. Safeties are off. Now we can just drop that down in there in the right spot. And get my wire on it. This over the top, just like so. So there's my set, getting underneath right there. Not the best setup, but I think it's gonna work. Alright, we're out of here. First two traps are in. And, we'll check them. Probably not tomorrow, but the day after we'll check them. I'm going trapping with my friend Dana tomorrow, so I'll bring you guys along. I'll videotape it. Probably not as much. Seems like when I'm with people I don't videotape as much. I don't want to take up their time, me fucking around videotaping. So I'm sitting here talking on the phone at this causeway, just kind of checking shit out. And there's a freaking beaver on the move up here. This could be the first beaver I catch. I might have to set a trap before I leave. I don't know how close we're gonna be able to get to him. He's over here by the bridge. Oh, I think he went underneath. Have that beaver before you know it. Yeah, he's swimming up that way. Hopefully he comes back. If not, there'll be more on the move right here. I'd find an awesome place for this foothold. So we got the foothold all set. I'm using this as off of an old skidder chain. And that's what I have for a weight. And we're going to try to set the trap right down in here. Beautiful spot. Put the caster right here. A lot of people fish here, but they're not going to fish right there. Or not stand right there at least. They would stand somewhere like right here where I'm at. So I try not to set traps right there. People, especially big fishing areas, I try to be tucked away. They won't even see my stuff. I'm gonna throw that right out there. Right there would be a good spot for the trap, I guess. We're right here. Beaver's right here behind me. I'm about to catch him before I'm even done setting the trap. Yep, there he is, right there. This freaking beaver's like gonna attack from behind me or something here. He's right fucking there. So we're gonna get this trap set and sit back and watch. Maybe we'll even watch catch a critter. Fucking beaver's right there behind me. Right there. That's funny. Nice, I'm pretty sure we got that on freaking film. I'm gonna stop, pick up the camera, but I'm not gonna check that trap. We're gonna set a couple more traps and come back for that beaver. Set a trap down here. This is the other end of the pond. The pond's right over there. This comes out. So get both ends of that pond set up. So this is the spot I usually set up. It's right out there, stays deep enough. That's all I need, is something that stays deep enough from fluctuating water levels. Which out here's always been perfect for me. So it's nice over the years I find all the good spots. And I remember where these spots are, so I'm not fucking around looking all the way up and down this shore for good spots. Holy shit, there's a beaver down this side too. Beaver just slapped his tail right out there. Holy shit. Freaking beaver everywhere. This fucking spring trapping is so crazy. It's too easy. Beaver on the move. Catch them anywhere and everywhere. Check out this channel right here. This is like a perfect freaking channel. You know how many beaver I've caught here over the years? Look at that. Sits in there perfect. He's one of my old sticks probably from last year. Put down through the spring there. That beaver ain't been back. Slapped his tail once and he was gone. He didn't like nothing to do with me. Not like that other one that stuck right around. We already got my trap. Can't wait to go back and get him here in a minute. Alright, a couple more sticks here. We're just gonna put one going the other way. The free bobbers. Look at that, purple good bobber. Oh, there's another one way out there. Oh, that's a foam one. I'm going for it. I like them foam bobbers. Love them foam bobbers. Nice. Oh, as long as I can get out there. Whoa, whoa. A little deeper right there, but yeah, no, that's one of them foam bobbers. Nice. 2 bobbers, 1 spot. Scrape up some mud, put some mud up here just like so. Put that right up on top of that. Even another handful of stuff. And we'll take my caster and put a little piece of caster on it. And, oop, that was a lot. Nice. And get some of that back in. There we go. That's all we need. Alright, so there's set number 1, 2, 3, 4. Set number 4 for today. Alright, moment of truth. Come back. So when I was here grabbing the camera, I just saw that the trap was gone. Oh yeah, no, there's the beaver right there floating. That worked just as planned. Looks like 3 big beaver. Alright, first spring beaver coming up. There's that beaver we just saw swimming around. Nice, I'm gonna try to throw him up here on the pavement. Be up there, but man. Ugh. It's hard, it kind of pulls out of your hand here and everything, so I'm gonna stand back up there and get this trap where we had it before. Call it a night. Alright, me and Boss headed down to go trapping with my friend Dana, the one we've been helping learn how to trap, just got his trapping license. So we're gonna go help set a line with him today. We're actually gonna set a line with him, partner right up with him. Hoping to get maybe a dozen traps in of my own, him get a dozen traps, a couple dozen trap line, maybe more. I don't know. We'll see what we get set today. So, and then tomorrow we'll go finish setting my own line. Alright, we're out setting traps. I think we're up to 9, 10 traps out between the 2 of us. So Dana's down here setting up a foothold. Gonna be slaying the beaver. Them are some nice green sticks. Them good eye appeal sticks. Beaver love to see that. My trap's right about right there. It's a wicked nice channel right there. So, been forgetting the videotape. I always do that when I get around people. Forget the freaking videotape. Alright, we're down to our next location. I think I'm gonna choose that spot right there. Dana took his trap and went up there. There's quite a few traps out this morning, so goes quick. We'll have a couple dozen by the end of the day and all easy. Yeah, they come up pretty good. Alright, let's go see how Dana's making out. Get mine all in. That's a nice spot, man. So we're out to our next location. This one's a real big river. Like the biggest river we'll set on this entire line is that right there. Freaking ice chunks floating down. Ice chunk out there. 2 ice chunks. There's another one right there, another one up there. Yeah, just right. This is his setup. He's got a foothold right here. German set. Looks like a good location. Very good location. And check out this tree. Big old oak tree here on the side of the river. And the freaking bank is already cut out around to that side. It's cut out around to this side. That is sticking right out right there. But another year or two and that thing falls over. Yeah, look at that. That's crazy. Alright, I'm gonna set the first foothold for the day. And Dana's already set freaking like 7, 8 of the damn things. I'm setting one right there. And this is the first time I've used chain. I got chain instead of cable. So hopefully I catch the beaver coming up right here. Alright, let's go see how Dana's making out over here. This is the first time ever trapping with somebody in the springtime. All my trap partners have been in the fall or in the winter. Is it work? I don't know. Plenty of spots for 2 traps down through here though. I don't know what you're thinking, but you want to do over here? I'll go down the river if you want to do right here.
No, go ahead.
Alright. That's a beautiful drowning set. You want to run in one of your last drowning sets there? Be beautiful for it. A lot better than Connor Bear. Connor Bear, I gotta be way out here to be deep enough. I'm gonna make this spot work. Dana's gonna get a foothold. He's gonna get a spot right up there, so nice.
Ooh, that's a nice spot.
So Dana's gonna put a foothold right here, and we have an old cast, not an old cast mount, a fresh cast mount. The beaver already been through there. Pushed up a bunch of grass, had that sticks there. So this is a nice spot, very nice spot. Yep. We're on our final sets of the day. After we get these 2 sets in, we each got 15 sets in, so we got 30 sets in all together. So yeah, there's my set. I put a dive stick on it, and Dana's set down there at the end. He's got a drowning set down here. Should work pretty good. So yeah, we've set just about all the traps we brought today. All I got left over is 1 Connor Bear and 3 footholds. I think he has 1 Connor Bear, and that's it, 1 Connor Bear. Alright, now we're out checking my own traps, and this is where we caught a beaver there on film yesterday. So let's see what we got today. Almost looks like a beaver has come up over right there. Oh, trap is missing. Yep, we got another beaver right there. Not a very big one. But nice, I'll take. Makes number 87 for the season. Right out right there. Oh, traps right there in the corner. Sweet. Don't really have to recast it yet, but after the night and the next time I check it, I might put some new caster up there. Alright, pretty sure I'll have one here. Oh yeah. Yep, no, I see another beaver. Yep, 100%. Nice. That's 2 for 2 tonight. Genuine beaver, number 88. Right there. Sweet. This one's just down on the other end of the pond where the trap we just checked, so they're definitely moving. So we're coming down to my last spots here. I'm checking, I got 2 traps down here. Got 1 trap over here. And I got a Connor Bear downriver over right there. So. Alright, moment of truth. Oh yeah, wire's moved. Oh yep, there's the beaver right there. Nice, got another beaver. That's number 89 right there. Nice. I hope we got one in that next set too. Alright, this one here is a Connor Bear. Oh, I see the trap. Oh, I see a beaver head. Yep, we were 4 for 4. Fuck yeah. The beaver number 90 right there. Looks like a good size one too. Look at the size of that beaver. That is a big beaver. Jesus. Yeah, that's a good catch for 4 traps, 4 beaver. Look at the freaking size of that thing. That thing is huge. That's my hand up to the tail. Could fit 2 of my hands across its tail. That's gonna be a 55 pounder or better. And you got these ones here. That one will be an extra large. These ones will probably be that'll be a large medium maybe. This one might be a large. I'm about the same size. Some are in between large, medium. You're right there. But man, look at the size of this thing compared to them other ones. That thing is freaking huge. That's a big beaver tail. That's a huge beaver tail. That's freaking, should be one I'd be making into a wallet. I'll save that one, skin that one out I guess. So me and Boss headed out to set some traps this morning. And we're gonna try to add some of my own here and check them 4 traps that we checked last night. See what we got. It's just too deep. No real good channels through here. Boss, come. Kind of hoping to set a trap right here. I got a customer that I do a job for right back there. Actually watches all these videos, so he'll see this. Trying to catch the beaver so they don't fuck with you, Scott. There's no good spots right here. We do have a spot downriver. I know I can set down there. It's a little side river off of this river that I've set over the years. Yeah, it won't be long. We'll be starting to see other people's traps. So I usually try to be jump the gun when it comes to setting traps at the beginning of the season. Just want to get that good spot, like here. If I didn't set, there's a freaking nice spot right there. I don't know if it's deep enough this year or not, but if I didn't set that, somebody else probably would. It's the best spot right closest to the road. Made that work. It's not like the best setup in the world, but one of them things I bet throughout the spring season we'll catch at least a beaver there. So we're at our next location where I want to try to set one. I just redid this bridge this year and I was hoping they left me a good spot for a trap, but they didn't. So we can go down river. I trapped beaver here a couple of years ago. They almost got this tree down. Man, I gotta buy some new boots now. I just had a big rip out. Stepped in the water. I wonder why my freaking foot filling full of water quickly. That's a pretty big rip. Yeah, these things take a beating over the years. That sucks, foot soaked. I think I'm gonna pass on this one for a few days. We'll let that ice finish melting out. Maybe go buy some new hip boots right now. Freaking sucks having wet feet. Yeah, so we're gonna check a couple of the traps that I checked yesterday. Normally I don't check these every day, but at the beginning of the spring trapping season, I'm so eager, so happy to get back to trapping spring beaver that I do for a few days, check a couple of these daily, but then I'll wait 3 days. In organized townships, we gotta wait 3 days. Or not wait, but you gotta check it every 3 days. In organized townships, unorganized townships, we can check it 5 days. Alright, let's see if we got anything in this one. Yep, we got another beaver. Yep. Beaver number 91. Yeah, out with the old and in with the new. I ain't having wet feet this spring, so I'm here checking a trap. On the way down to set some other traps, and sticks are all still up, so I'm pretty sure it's no beaver there. Alright, now we're headed down to set some traps. Guy that wants some beaver gone off his property, so holy, I see why this guy wanted me to come get rid of these beaver. Look at all the chewings. Look at all these poplars that got dropped all through here. Yeah, this place sucks. It's all froze up there. Down here's kind of thawed out though. I'm gonna try to put a trap here, check out a spot right there. Yeah, well that's not the best setup. I'll probably find something better over there, but we're gonna go with it. Yep, I just found my spot. Hell of a channel all down through here. Goes underneath that log. All thawed out, super deep. I'm gonna grab the rest of my traps I want to set here and set them all right here. About 5, 6, 7 feet apart. Almost could put 2 over here and 1 over there. Yeah, we got a few more traps in here. We got doubled up right here in this channel. Kind of close to each other, but I wired this one off way out that way. So that way it can't come up this way anywhere. And I wired this one off this way, so it can't really go down to that one. And I'm hoping I'd catch the beaver in that one first. It'd float downstream. It's flowing that way. Then I'd come up and the next beaver would come up and I'd catch him in this one. I just heard beaver slapping his tail out there. So nice. So this landowner will be happy. I'll hammer him out of here in the next few days. Alright, last trap of the day. Yep. Oh yeah, we got another one. Another beaver right there. The spot's been 3 for 3 every time I checked it. There's been a beaver here. Just a little beaver. Nothing real big. Not like that one we caught yesterday. Whew. That was a big beaver. Yeah, so today we're gonna check a few traps and then we're gonna process beaver. We got 7 we're backed up on right now to try to process today. And probably gonna catch another 1 or 2 here today. Well, it looks like my trap's still set, but it's out kind of far. Yep, water level came up some. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have many beaver this morning. It was pretty cold last night and cold yesterday. Usually when it gets back around freezing, they don't really travel too much. Yeah, so we're probably not gonna catch many on my sets today, except for at that active flowage one we set up yesterday. Alright, we're done checking that nuisance job. Oh, I see a beaver already. Yep, first trap has a beaver in it. One of the babies, one of the young ones. Nice. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, nothing in one of them. We made it around it. And we got a little one over here. Yep, another little beaver. So what's that? That's number 94. Alright, got all them traps repositioned. I put that first one we checked, I put it way over here. Found a beautiful spot right there. So that ought to get the parents. So we're done here for today. Check out this groundhog. Groundhog's already out. Yep, groundhog hole right here. They come racing out at me. Hey, groundhog hole. Wonder if he saw a shadow. That's funny. Yep, nice and warm out today. Groundhog's out. Yeah, well, I've been processing some beaver. I'm up to 8 now. I've skun 8. Got all the pelts right here. And we got one more to go. And we got a bucket of meat for the dogs. Been taking all the legs off and back straps and tails and feet for the dog food. I'm gonna package that up, put it in the freezer. So get this last beaver done and then take a break, and then we can start flushing all these. For flushing, number 9. And we just got all 9 to put on the boards and we're done. Yeah, there's 9 pelts all flushed. And that's a pile of flushings. Look at that pelt. That's a big one. That's that big one we caught the other day with that big 7-inch tail. That is a big beaver. We got a big old blanket beaver on the other side. Big old blanket beaver on this side. Nice, these are some big beaver. Alright, we've been hammering down. These are 4 down now, so we got 5 more to go. So we got all 9 of them done. They all come out pretty good. Beavers everywhere in here. Well, that's it for this week, so make sure to stay tuned in next week with the Beaver Retriever for more trapping adventures.